up, guys? Bowser's Reaction Pit.
Bowser's Reaction Pit!
So I've heard this band's name many times, okay? Unleash the Archers. So, I'm kind of curious. We're kind of looking up just a little bit where they're from.
I'm not looking at anything.
They're from Canada. And...
No, not just from Canada. Victoria, British Columbia.
Ooh,
which is on the west coast.
Oh. On the west side.
The west coast like to identify with the east coast, and then Toronto, they identify completely differently, and everybody else views them differently as well.
What about the Quebecians?
They want to branch off. They want to actually secede and form their own, become their own thing. I just saw it briefly somewhere. I didn't read further.
Oh.
So
I don't know.
No, for real, yeah. Quebec.
Cool.
They pronounce it Quebec.
Oh.
And they only speak French there. En français, oui, oui. Je ne comprends pas.
Gambaret.
Je suis en colère.
Anyway, heard about this band a lot. Blake X's channel has done Unleash the Archers, and I know he really likes this band. So, a lot of people really like this band, and I've never heard. So we're late to the game.
We are definitely coming out of the pocket. That gate opened up a long time ago, and we didn't hear the shot until just now.
So this song's 2 years old.
That Kentucky Derby is done and dusted, and we are just hanging out in the clouds right now, and left behind the dirt. Laying on that road back there, and that bus left without us. Like,
beep beep. All right, let's check it out.
I don't like it. I already.
I don't like it. All right. Is this Rocky?
It's Predator.
Oh.
Starting out.
What?
Over here.
What? Holy shit.
That guy's bass guitar bothers me.
With no neck?
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's like it fell and he tried to fix it. Just like clamped it down.
Just broke the head off of it, and now he's got to use the nuts up there on the bridge.
It's
very powery.
It's very powery, and it kind of reminds me of...
Like you want to cosplay? You want to go LARPing?
Jesus, you and that LARPing.
You want to?
You got like a LARPing fetish or something?
Apparently, I do. You want to, like roll some D20s or something, and
So this is kind of what it reminds me of.
No.
Just in a little bit.
No,
Just the style. Okay?
if that wasn't my
Hear
own
me out.
album, I would slap that out of your hand.
Obviously not this album. But they do have an album that just came out.
This
Not that
doesn't
long
sound
ago.
anything like Judas.
Inspired kind of like by like music like that. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying, oh my god, this is Judas Priest. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, you're looking at the history and like
Judas Priest.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Huh. A little bit end.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Tonight We Ride.
So what do you think? You just kind of. What don't you like? You something's that you're hesitating.
I don't know if I like the power tech mix, power tech core, like conflagration there.
Like, okay.
You know, like power should be power without the technical. It's almost like it's not bad. This is the difficult thing to say. You know, why am I to put a finger on why it's not really scratching my itch right now. It just seems like they're playing fast for the sake of it, because they can, like they're just showing off, and you know that kind of bugs me.
I didn't think they're really playing that fast. I don't know. Let's keep listening.
Yeah.
Got my headphones on backwards. It's gonna sound totally different.
There's no escaping it. There's no good, no evil here. Still can sunlight shines bright, laying away in the night. Was all can rewrite our lives to
Well, now I know. And you know what? They can play, man.
Let me guess, you like that?
I actually didn't mind that.
What was that one power metal? We just listened to it. The Brotherhood of Ragnarok or something like that.
Right.
That was a power metal type thing, and for whatever reason, that sounded more. I shouldn't compare the two. I know I shouldn't do that. There was almost like a more of like a war quality to that was missing from this. There wasn't anything. This didn't make me want to get up and like put on armor and.
I mean, I know what you're saying. Now, this girl obviously can really sing. She can really sing well.
Yeah.
But you think it's too much female vocals? Is that what's bothering you?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Because I really liked it when the guy and
he was doing like the
together,
the growling.
It kind of gave a really cool contrast. I wish there would have been a little bit more of that.
You know, I really think part of the problem was that there was just way too damn much wood in the video. You know,
Too much guitar.
no, too much. Like the floors were like hardwood. There was like wood cabinets. The bass player's bass was wood. It's just too much wood.
What the? I mean, there are some parts of the song where I'm just like, all right, it's kind of ballady power metal. You know, it's kind of like I heard that sound before, but then there are really cool parts like when they broke it down and they actually had more of a flow of a melody versus just like. You know,
it came back around and it's ended where it started,
right.
Which it gets credit for, but it sounded like there was just other elements that were kind of thrown in there that seemed out of place. The solos, wow, very, very talented, you know, in depth and, you know, articulate and everything. A couple of them just didn't really seem to fit.
Too many solos, maybe? Because that song is 7 minutes long. Well,
maybe it could be, yeah. Maybe it could be too many. Like, they just...
See, like, there's, like, other bands that are like that where it's very, like, technical and a lot of...
It's just a little too friendly for me.
Too friendly? Maybe that's it. It's too happy sounding.
Maybe that's exactly what it is.
Maybe there wasn't enough distortion
No.
for you?
No.
Huh?
You don't want to be a distortion whore.
Not enough Happy Meals?
It just didn't scratch an itch right now. This could be a victim of the season for me.
Could be. So this is like a springtime song for you?
You know, it'd be like an early summer, like at a nice June morning where it's still kind of cool outside, and you're going to kind of go for a run in the park. Maybe you just have this on while you're warming up and stretching out, but then you really put some heavier shit on when you're actually, like, get into it.
Actually, I didn't mind it. I'm curious, but this is there. I noticed there. I went on Spotify and I looked up because I didn't know what song to do by them. This is their most popular song. So is this the best they got?
Just because everybody else likes it doesn't mean,
Right.
you know me, I like to go against the trend.
Correct.
Never been trendy.
So I don't know. What do you rate it?
It's going to get a 4 for me.
I'll give it like a 7.
Okay, fair enough.
They're very, very good musicians. I'll give them that.
She does have a good voice, though.
She
I'll give
does.
him that. And the drummer?
Now, if you
drummer,
weren't
I liked
watching,
it.
if you weren't watching the video, would you liked it a little bit more?
No, I don't think so.
Because I think
I
that
can-
bass guitar really, really threw you off.
I got over that pretty quick, but it did bug me at first. But I can put that aside. I can tune that stuff out. It was like I said. It didn't make me feel like scaling castle walls and bludgeoning someone.
I don't know if that's what they're going for, but
I mean, Unleash the Archers. That's the first wave. That was ancient artillery, dude. You have the archers attack first. If you have the high ground,
who would win in a fight between Unleash the Archers and
don't even say Odin or Gan or
no, let's just say Amon Amarth.
Monomarth. They'd mop the floor with them. I'm sorry to say it, but those are just big, sweaty, nasty dudes.
That'd be a cool battle. Get all these like power metal bands together, give them a bunch of like foam like weapons.
No, I
and
give
let
them
'em
real
go at it.
weapons.
Give them real weapons. You can't do that. All right, guys, we got to go seriously.
Thank you. Who recommended this? You recommended this. Hey, thanks for the recommendation.
I didn't really recommend it. I just saw a lot of. No one actually ever recommended this to me.
God. Now I can just picture the comment section. It's going to be that stupid where someone's like, nobody. Absolutely nobody. And then there's going to be like, positive reaction pit, Unleash the Archers. Okay, nobody's going to do that, but you've seen that in comments before, haven't you?
What?
Oh, I hate that. Oof. I'll tell you about it later. That bothers me.
Okay. All right. Bye.